What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. And if you are anywhere near the cryptocurrency market, if you're anywhere near Bitcoin and altcoins, you know what the heck is going. You know what we have been experiencing over this past week. It started last week. Things started to pump. Altcoins started to move. Bitcoin started to move. And their entire cryptocurrency market started to take off. So people are asking, are we in a new Bitcoin bull run, or is this just a relief rally? Are we going to see a sudden retracement? We're going to see a huge pullback. Nevertheless, what is currently happening? What type of moves are currently happening? We're seeing Bitcoin explode. We're seeing altcoins follow on the back of Bitcoin and explode. We're seeing Ethereum stabilize. We're seeing Ethereum show great strength. We're seeing Solana show great strength. I mean, altcoins are holding strong. Bitcoin is doing its thing, and we are excited about it. Nevertheless, we see the fear and greed index, like we talked about last night. The fear and greed index is strong. I think we're at 83. We're at extreme greed for 83. No audio. He said it's good now. Okay, how's the audio? Let me know. Noob Smoke, what's going on, man? He said, what's good? Peter Guns, what's going on, my man? Let me know if the audio is solid, man. Hit that like button. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Crypto Shark, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Let me know how the audio is, man. Mic check. Let me know. But the Bitcoin is doing strong. Bitcoin is above $80,000 right now. It finally broke above that resistance level of $80,000 where we had continuing to, okay, audio good. We were continuing to get rejected just before we crossed over 80,000. Now tonight, boom, just like that, we're over $80,000. Fear and greed index is 83. We're at extreme greed levels. Please be careful. If necessary, take profits. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. You take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. I mean, the Bitcoin dominance is 59.8%, damn near 60% dominance for Bitcoin. That is huge. Whenever you see a dominance like that and you still see altcoins doing well, typically when you see the Bitcoin dominance moving strong, the way it's moving right now, sometimes you would see altcoins be a little hesitant, but that's not what we're seeing right now. What we're seeing right now, we're seeing a great display of the altcoins moving. So nothing wrong with what's happening right now. We're going to take the wins. We're going to take the pumps. These are exciting times that we're seeing right now. So we're going to talk about some of the things that's happening. We're going to talk about why it is that we think Bitcoin is moving the way it is moving. But not, like I say, it's nothing but excitement in the air. If you have been in this market for a year, a couple of years, then I'm sure you feel exactly what it is that we're feeling. We're liking the momentum. We're liking what we're seeing with cryptocurrency right now. It's been a long 7-8 months. It's been a heck of a journey that things have just been moving sideways. It's like, were we ever going to see some type of relief? Bad news after bad news. Clarity Act getting denied. I mean, so many things were up against the cryptocurrency market, which left a lot of folks thinking and saying, you know what? Things are probably not going to turn around anything or anytime soon. Actually, things are probably going to get a whole lot worse. So people were expecting things to get a lot worse. And this is where we're at right now. People were expecting Q4. We're expecting doom and gloom. Nevertheless, this is where we at right now. Bitcoin is looking good. Cryptocurrency is looking strong. Even if we do see a pullback, even if we do see some type of retracement, what we've seen over this past week is really validating a lot of things that a lot of folks were not anticipating and was denying that could happen. Crypto Shark is in the house. Noob Smoke is in the house. My boy Craig Beats is in the house. Shouts out to all the cryptocurrency communities out there. It has been a long 7-8 months that we have been struggling sideways, dip after dip, pullback after pullback. So it's good to see our portfolios have a little bit of green, little green apple all over our portfolios. So Bitcoin's back above $80,000 right now for the first time in 3 months. It feels like it's been longer than that. And the weekly chart shows exactly what it took to get there. If you zoom out, and this is the third distinct leg of the bigger structure, the price ran from the lows near 16,000 through 2023 into a peak just above $124,000 last year. Then spent this year working through a drawdown, pullback that bottom in the low 60s, maybe to 58,000. We did see that. A real correction is what happened, not just a shallow pullback. That was a real correction that we witnessed this year of 2026. So from that base, the price has now pushed back through $80,000. Clearly a supply zone that had capped every prior bounce attempt since the top. So this is different. What matters more than the round number that we're seeing is the level that it just cleared. There's a shelf sitting right around $76,000, $80,000. That price tested and rejected multiple times on the way down and the way back up. Visible as the the resistance box on the chart was sitting, breaking through. That point on this move is the first real structured signal that the current correction phase might be transitioning into a new leg higher, rather than just another bounce inside the same range. So we could be seeing something different. Above current price, the next real test isn't that far off. There's a wider supply zone around $92,000, $99,000. The area price broke down through on its way to the yearly low, and above that, we're talking about the $116,000, $124,000 range. The prior all-time high region. Both of those are going to matter a lot more than this, what we're seeing right now, this $80,000 does going forward. Since $80,000 was a level that's already been tested and lost by sellers multiple times this year, while those higher zones haven't been challenged since the top last year, October 2024. So what we're seeing, what we're witnessing right now is very interesting. Reclaiming $80,000 is real progress and clears a level that really mattered. But it's still well below the highs, as we all know, and more meaningful confirmation of trend change sits at those untested zones above. So we still got some moves that we want to see. We still got some moves that we need to see. Several zones that's yet to be tested, but not at the psychological round number everyone's celebrating right now. Nevertheless, we're going to take this win, crossing above $80,000. Excellent move that we're seeing right now. Shouts out to everybody who has made money today, who has been making money over this past week. I know my portfolio is looking decent, green all over the place. My small cap coins are multiplying like baby altcoin season, but we're in extreme greed right now. Be careful. The Fin Greed Index is at 83. Whenever you get in extreme greed, the right thing has always been to sell. But it's hard to sell right now because you see momentum pumping. We've been here before. We've seen momentum pumping where we was telling ourselves, you know what? Maybe I should sell. Maybe I should take a little bit profit. But it's hard because you say, you know what? Damn, we may go to 84,000. We may go to 8. So it's always that greed that F us up. So you got to be careful how you navigating around. We understand when we get to extreme fear, buy. So when you get to extreme greed, as the CEO of your own portfolio, do what it is that you think is right for you and your portfolio. Who we got rocking with us tonight on the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show? We got DJing in the moonlight. He say, long time. It's been a long time since we seen $80,000. Feels like it's been longer than 3 months. Craig B say, calm down, y'all. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. What y'all doing? Y'all celebrating touchdowns already? Game not over. Craig B said, pump your brakes. New Smoke say, I still feel this is a fluke, but good profit grab. There's a lot of folks out there. A lot of folks feel the same way, New Smoke. They say, nah, this just fluff. It's going to come crashing down real hard. It might, but if it don't, you're going to be kicking yourself. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But like I say, understand we are in extreme greed right now. Be careful. Wipeouts occur when you're in extreme greed, so forth and so on. But it is a slippery slope nevertheless. Everybody want to continue to stay in. Everybody want to hold on for dear life. Price may continue to pump, There was some folks who took profits last week, and you could never talk down on anyone who took profits. The Riser 174, what's going on with you, young man? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. He say, what the F is going on here? Bitcoin is going nuts. Don't like this? How can you not like this? New Smoke say, if we pass $100,000, then we are in the money. Craig Beach said there's probably some type of hidden bearish divergence building and everything's just going to come tumbling down. JoJo, what's going on with you, my man? Shouts out to my man JoJo 773 TV. He said, wait till you find out who Satoshi is. That reveal is coming soon. Satoshi ain't tripping, whether he's dead or alive. Once Satoshi created Bitcoin, he set that timer. He put that thing on a 4-year cycle. It hasn't been broken. Nobody has been able to tap in, twist, turn, or reposition the Bitcoin clock. That's just is what it is. New Smoke say he still want to see $40,000. You still think Bitcoin could drop 50% from where it's at right now? Even though we was at 126,000 all-time high, we went down to 58K. Drop below 50%, and you think we're going to drop another 50%, bro? Hey, 2026. Welcome to 2026. Welcome to 2026. Who would have thought that we would be at $80,000 before October? Everybody was expecting Bitcoin to go the other direction. They was expecting to see 50,000. People were saying 48,000, $45,000 Bitcoin. This ain't 2018, my boy. Things change. Things shift just a little bit, Brody. Look at what happened in 2025. We thought Bitcoin should have went above 126,000, right? Different, bro. Different. Different atmosphere, different environment that we in. Same cycle, just a little bit different though. A lot more big dogs are in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency right now. Whole different landscape. You know, previous cycles, it was just retail investors. Wasn't really a lot of big dogs, large institutions that were in play. It's a whole different landscape now. Y'all funny, boy. Craig B say it still might hit 40,000. Craig B holding on for dear life. Better than the earlier half of 2026, that's for sure. You ain't lying about that. This is the other side of that downtrend that we were seeing for so long. Nothing's going to go down in a straight line. Nothing's going to go up in a straight line. So once you hit a bottom, you're going to start going back to the top. Once you hit the top, you're going to stop going back down. We hit the top October 2025. We started going back down. Hopefully we hit the bottom June 30th, $58,000. And from there, hopefully we can start to go back up. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Nothing goes down forever and in a straight line. Seeking Truth, 9677. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. What's going on with you, my man? He say we haven't recovered yet. We're in the process. Could be a recovery process. He said this will have anyone taking the dump in their diapers. You ain't lying about that. Seeking Truth saying I'm still down overall, rightfully so, because a lot of altcoins are still down 50-60% from last year's all-time high. So that's normal. But that's why I was saying coins like Zcash, that's up like 1,800% since last year. Don't sleep on coins like that. The riser said, be funny if next month the shoe market rug pulls 2018 all over again. This cryptocurrency, come what will, come what may. It could. It is what it is. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. He said, but if it does, everyone will be bankrupt. Longs are over leveraged 50%. Yeah, people are getting wiped. Shorts got wiped. New Smoke say we hit 85. If we hit 85,000, I'm taking profits and watch it go to 78. Man, just because you said if we hit 85K, we'll probably hit 82, then crash. Craig B said I'm gonna trust the bearish divergence. Playing out on the RSI. RSI and other indicators are way overbought and price approaching resistance. Time to scale out. He says September may be the Black Swan event. Well, we know there's a FOMC meeting in September 15th, 16th. And we also got that Clarity Act date, September 15th. So that date could be very pivotal. Bitcoin may just hold, trade sideways for a couple of weeks until September 15th-ish. And then we could have a major retracement, buy the rumor, sell the news type event. Similar to January 2024, when the spot Bitcoin ETFs were introduced and we saw a similar type move. He said you have Democrats taking over the Senate and Clarity Act not passing. It's going to be interesting. He said it reminds me of the May pump everyone's celebrating while indicators are flashing warning signs. He said, yep, I was there in 2018. Everything was going nuts and exploding. Then bam, 1 week, the worst crash in crypto history. Man, always scary with these damn crypto crashes. September and October can get real spooky. Hey, we may see a Pumptober. We may finally see a Pumptober. Been talking about Pumptober for a couple of years. 2024, we saw the pump in November during the election. Noob Smoke say, hey, Robinhood memes are lit. Wish I got more pawns, but Robin funds should pass 10 mil. Man, I'm kicking a butt over there on them Robinhood memes. Kicking a butt. AI, that artificial Inu, Cash Cat, several coins over there on that Robinhood app. What is the Robinhood, whatever they call it, but a lot of coins over there are doing well. So Bitcoin crossing above $80,000. He said, what about if the stock market crashes after the midterms? People really think Bitcoin won't drop with it. Well, the stock market has been pretty consistent. Is it time for the stock market to crash? It has been pumping pretty strong. And the indices are very high. The Dow Jones very high, S&P 500. The levels are very high. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of a pullback retracement. But like we've seen before, whenever there was pullback, there was retracements. Those were just buying opportunities. Rather, it was during the Liberation Day with the terrorists. Rather, it was doing when the war of the Middle East started. We saw those dips, and then after those dips, great recoveries. So not only that, we do have a few more FOMC meetings throughout this year. And I think interest rates are going to be cut at one of those meetings. And I think that is really going to help push the market to the upside. It was a few months ago, or maybe late last year, Donald Trump mentioned, don't be surprised if you see the Dow Jones get near 100,000 points. For some reason, that stay in the back of my mind. Market manipulation. These guys are pushing the markets to high levels, even though the overall economy for the average person is a little shaky. The financial markets are doing very well. So that's where you see things not adding up, aka manipulation. So you take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin made another pump, crossing above the $80,000 level for the first time in 3 months. Feel like it's been longer than that. But we're going to take that $80,000 level up today, up 4.36% in the past 24 hours. Went from $76,000 to above $80,000. Excellent level for Bitcoin. And as you know, as Bitcoin pump, you know your altcoins are going to pump as well. Take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. We are at 83, extreme greed. Be very careful. Whenever you see extreme greed, I keep my finger on the sell button. Not going out like that. Taking profits for sure is what I am doing and will be doing. A lot of the profits I'm making over there in the Robinhood app with those meme coins, I'm taking profits. I'm not just going to let all those gains get wiped. Sorry about that. Look at Solana. Solana is finally above $100. Shouts out to Solana, man. Shouts out to Solana. I remember when Solana hit $60, $61. Boy, we had to make a decision. I say, man, I love Solana. I think Solana is a solid doggone play. So when that thing hit 60, because I remember moving and selling Solana 180, 190. So when it hit $60, man, I said, I gotta step up or get off the pot. Man, we loaded up. We loaded up on Chainlink. We loaded up on Solana, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Those four, we loaded the boat. We loaded the boat on those four in particular. And now we take a look at those positions and we could breathe. We could say, phew. Because when you're in the moment and you're having to buy those low levels, it's not easy. It wasn't easy buying Solana at $62. It wasn't easy buying Bitcoin at 63K. Especially when everybody's saying, we're going to go lower. I was like, damn, but I got to buy it. So days like today is where you feel a little bit comfortable. You feel a little better than you were feeling throughout the year. This is kind of what make it all worth it when you buy low and you see the prices of your assets make moves like we're witnessing right now. Solana crossing over $100. When was the last time Solana been $100? Look at this. Look at this. $70 August 1st, 24 days ago. Up 35% over the past month. When was the last time Solana was $100? So, okay, so we going back to the January, February 1st level. The last time we seen $100 Solana. So February, March, April, May, June, July, 7 months. It's been 7 months since we seen Solana hit $100. And I vividly remember the cycle before that when Solana had its dip also. Remember in 2021, Solana pumped to $250. And then the bear market of 2022 hit. FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, all that stuff hit. And Solana went down to about $9. I was saying, damn. Solana is dirt cheap. And everybody saying, Solana's going to go under $1. Wish I would have been buying at these lows, but I didn't. I think I didn't start buying Solana until it got back to maybe the $30 range, $32, something like that. But Solana had got to $9 in the bear market of 2022. These cycles run every 4 years. The bear market of 2022, 4 years later, the bear market of 2026. Guess what's going to happen in 2030? The bear market of 2030. So this was the bottom in 2022. The bear market, there it is, $9.65, December 29th, 2022. So after the bear market, we trade sideways, low levels, bounce back 19, 17, $24 in 2023. Boom, 2024 hit. Solana is right back at $105. Just like that, it did a damn 10x. But it took patience. It took process trusting. And then 2024, we know that was the year of the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving happened maybe April, May, something like that. By that time, March 2024, Solana's $189. We talking about $9 to $189. Well, that's not even the year after the Bitcoin halving. The year after the Bitcoin halving, we all know that's when we see the excitement. That's when things typically explode. So let's go to the year after the Bitcoin halving, which is 2025. What was the price of Solana in 2025? September 18th, $250 Solana. So you're talking about a 25x. And that's for Solana. Solana's the number 7th largest crypto coin in the world. We're not talking about a small cap coin. We're talking about a big dog. Went from $9, the bottom of the bear market, to $250 during the explosive, or not even explosive, just the regular old bull market. We were expecting Solana to maybe hit 500, 600 bucks. Solana hit $250, underperformed, but yet still did a 25x. What was the bottom of Solana during the bottom bear market of 2026? These are the things that you have to do when you are trying to make projections, trying to figure out what type of moves are going to happen 12 months down the line, trying to figure out what type of moves are going to happen 24 months down the line. Paying attention to what happened last cycle, paying attention to what happened the cycle before it. And then from there, coming up with a conclusion of your own. And here we are sitting at a $101 Solana in 2026. So we still got 2027 to go through. We still got the Bitcoin halving of 2028. So we are still fairly early. We're still early. What was the bottom of Solana this year during the 2026 bear market so far? The bottom of Solana has been $62, June 6. These are key points that we must pay attention to. Not only Solana, you can take the altcoin that you like and do a similar type scope, similar type analysis and say, what was the price here? What was the price there? What's my price target 12 months from now? What's my price target 24 months from now? Seven companies holding up the whole market. Like you said, everyone out here hurting. All manipulation bubble. Yeah, it's very wild and different. Stock market's all-time high, looking good, but people's pockets and current financial situations are not good at all. So it's not adding up. Let's see what are some of the large move makers. But shit, Solana's up 8% on the day. Remember last week, it was Ethereum. It was XRP that was making great daily moves. Now Solana has pulled its own move. Hyperliquid is still sitting at number 9. We know XRP and Binance Coin have been jockeying each other for the 4th largest spot. Binance is 95.3 billion. XRP is 94.96 billion. That's definitely a race and a fight that we're going to continue to watch. Zcash, $850. Chainlink, $11.73. Cardano, 22 cents. See what some of the other large moves. Aerodrome. We talked about Aerodrome Finance last night. And as you can see, it has made a power move, up 18, 19% in one day. That's a power move. Pudgy Penguin still doing its thing, 10%. That's a nice power move also. Stacks is still in there. Stacks up 105% over the past 7 days. Pay attention to the moves. That means something. Pay attention to the moves that we're seeing. Let's see. Over the past week, who got some of the best moves? Stacks, Ethena. We know about Ethena. We ain't gonna talk about dude. Pump Fund, Pudgy Penguin, Zcash, Pepe Coin. Okay. Take a look at the crypto bubble, see what they're doing on the day. Another day in the world of cryptocurrency, another green day. We see tons of bubbles, tons of plays that are spitting out green candles. Solana. It's rare that we see Solana 8-10%. Aerodrome Finance is the king of the day, up 18-19% on the day. H-bar doing its thing. Another green day. I think, was that Tony Trump last night? He called it. You know, he be sitting in that damn White House. He know what's happening. Casper doing his thing, up 5.4%. Quant, everything's green. You can't beat a green day like this. That's why be diversified. You diversified, your portfolio will reflect these green moves. Look at a few more. Top 200. Cash Cat killed it today. If y'all not in Cash Cat, that's tough. That is tough. I think Cash Cat's gonna do well this cycle. I was watching this one dude channel. He been talking about Dog for years. Let's take a look at Dog. See what Dog is up to. On the day, Dog is up 30%. $118 million market cap, number 163 largest coin over the past week. Damn, Dog up 100%. Okay. Over the past month, shit, Dog is making a move. Now, this is the curve that we wanted to see in 2025. That's that banana curve that Raw Paul kept talking about. He had us all pumped, had us all hyped up in 2025, talking about that damn banana curve. We just never did see it. That's, man, look at that. Look at that. It's not just this coin. A lot of coins are spitting out moves like this damn Dog move. Over the past year, you take a look at Dog Big, which is they say this is the Bitcoin meme coin or whatever they want to declare it, but it's still down 57% from the high that it was at last year, which was 0.002. Now it's 0.001. Market cap right now, 118 million. Market cap last week was 62 million. Market cap last year, 2025, October, was about $270 million. So We're getting we're getting there. We're making some moves. We're making some moves. Of course, there's always potentials, and like I say, it's not just going to shoot straight up. 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So prepare for a pullback. Keep your helmet on, keep your seatbelt on, because when things start moving, volatility, get real active. Seatbelts, very important. Helmets are very important, because when this market get to moving, get to jerking, boy, had you all over the place. What's the all-time high for dog? Dog came out 2024. It did hit $835 million market cap. That's about an 8x from where we at right now. All-time high price, about 1 penny. So we about a 10x away. 8x, okay. Okay. Always important to buy low. Always important to buy low. Cash, cat, and dog. I think last night one of the young men said, Coach, man, I'm not really going to be messing with meme coins. Well, as you can see, when the markets are going up, when the markets are doing good, meme coins will outperform everything. And when the markets are going down, meme coin will lose its shorts more than everything. So it's a give and a take. You just have to understand what market that you're in. Are we in bull market territory? Are we in bear market territory? Will we be going down in the future? Will we be going up in the future? And I think that we're going to be going up in the future, especially as far as going towards 2027, 2028, future wise. So we're getting in position. We're buying these bottoms. We're buying these lows, the various coins, making sure that our portfolios are well diverse, similar to how we played it the last cycle. Still not a lot of new coins out there that we're looking into. Got XEN still around, Bonk still around. A lot of new coins though. A lot of research has to be done and got to be done real quick. You see how fast this market is moving? Don't let it slip right past you. Don't let it slip past you. That's Pons. That is a play that's on the Robinhood blockchain. PONS. Been seeing that a lot. Anything else? I think somebody was saying something about Holocoin. Last cycle, me and my son made so much money on Holocoin, bro. Lord. Whew. One of my most explosive plays in history. Hot coin, Holocoin. I think we put in $800. That thing got all the way up to $65,000 from $800. By the time we pulled out, it was about 50K. But you just never know when. But we was like, man, we got to take this thing out. It just kept dropping, kept dropping. Let's see what Hotcoin is doing right now. Ooh. Alrighty then. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Ricky Romero, what's going on with you, brother? Noob Smoke say, how you feel about Canton? CC Canton Network. We could take a look at that. Ricky Romero say, what if meme coins still got a lot of potential? Yeah, I got a little bit still holding that what if, waiting for it to make a break up to the upside. It's been a minute since it made a power move. Velvet rugs. I don't know. I'm not in velvet. He's hey, crypto man. Damn rug pull capital. See what the hell velvet is. Ooh, down 78%. Damn. Oh man, come on, man. Look at all these pump and dumps. You already know what time that was. That was June 11, 2026. That thing went from 10 cent pump to 154. Went back down to 40, 35 cent. Then pumped back to 187. Come on, man. You can't be playing with these bum plays. It's a bum play, bro. Can't be playing with these bum plays. That shit just rugs, huh? Ooh, nasty. Down 80% in one day. It's going to be back up tomorrow, though, or the next 48 hours. You better make a good 25, 30%. And this is why we need the Clarity Act, folks. Too much foolery in the world of cryptocurrency. No rules, no regulations, the wild, wild west. Anybody could go in there and do anything and get away with anything. $68 million market cap. He say Velvet, the fake virtuals. Anybody can create a website, all that good stuff, make it look pretty, tell you it's going to be the next best thing since sliced bread, and then you put your bread in the toast. You go back, open up the toaster, you say, where my bread? Hold up, I know I put some toast up in there. Where my bread at? I put butter on it, I put cinnamon on it, I put sugar on it. Where my bread at? Rug pull. Bread gone. Open up the oven, nothing there. Maybe it was hacked. Man, whenever you got stuff like this, that's straight from the developers. He said the Clarity Act is bad news. I kind of agree, because the previous cycles, we didn't need the Clarity Act. You just had to make sure that you did your own due diligence and make sure you wasn't buying too many bum coins. Damn Velvet, huh? Ricky Romero said, give us some low cap altcoins, coach. Don't be greedy. Man, it's still up in the air right now. It's still up in the air. I told y'all a few of the plays that I got running over there in the Robinhood blockchain. If you're over there in the Patreon, I'll be dropping some of those, letting y'all know what I'm doing over there. But, you know, the time is now. The time is now. You want to start getting those plays straight. You want to start getting your plays ready, getting things together, because you see how fast the market move. When Bitcoin start moving, when the cryptocurrency market really start taking off, it goes fast. But we understand the extreme greed 83 fear and greed index is here. Be careful, be ready, be prepared for a pullback. We did cross above 80K. Be prepared for a pullback. He say, don't attach our wallets to our faces. Yeah. Welcome to cryptocurrency. A lot of wild movements, a lot of wild antics. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know when it's going to happen. But like I say, be prepared, because we know we have September 15th. Date is on our calendar. September 15th date is on our calendar. FOMC meeting, September 15th through the 16th. Will we be surprised? Will we see interest rates finally get cut? Remember, all last year, Donald Trump was begging for the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, to cut interest rates. He kept calling them crazy. He was like, man, this dude is insane. He won't cut the interest rates. Donald Trump said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to insert my own Fed chairman. And he's going to do what I want him to do. So soon and very soon, the little slick scam artist is going to have his Fed chairman do the UOP. It's going to catch everybody by surprise. Nobody's going to expect it. And then boom, him and his buddies. That's why we waiting on Tony Trump. Tony Trump going to be right there September 12th, September 13th. Let us know. Our interest rates going to be cut. So we might go live just before the end so we could tap in with Tony Trump, see if he can give us the play. So we could know kind of what to expect. So we could be like Nancy Pelosi now. We want a head start too. Let us know what should be expected. Give us that damn crystal ball. Doom. He said Trump appointed Powell. Yeah, but that was during his last term, right? You know, Trump hire and fire everybody. Trump be cool with you one day. The next day he calling you all out your name, talking about your mama. Look at how him and Elon Musk, first they was bosom buddies. Then all of a sudden they cussing each other out. So man, just because Trump hire you don't mean nothing. Trump will hire you with his left hand and fire you with his right hand. Donald J. Trump. And the J stand for janky. Janky promoter. He said the RSI being higher on its pump than it was in October at all-time highs, a red flag to me. That's definitely interesting. I won't be convinced unless price holds above 85, 86 for multiple weeks. Damn. Boy. Craig Beats kind of strict. He say, man, you got to hit 84, 85K. Not only hit 84, 85K, you got to hold and stay there for about 3 weeks. Damn. That's like going to the gym. Say, man, I need you to hit 315 about 7, 8 times, but hold it. Make it stay there. Damn. Damn, Craig Beats. But you take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin surged 4% today. You see Ethereum didn't surge as much. as Ethereum had a 2% pump. That's why you see the Bitcoin dominance very close to 60%. Ethereum dominance 11.2%. But we've seen this before. We've seen Bitcoin take the lead and start the movement, start the pumps, and then we've seen altcoins follow. Even last year in 2025, we saw Bitcoin pump and altcoins just sat back and looked at Bitcoin. So will we see something similar? Well, we know over the past 4 or 5 days, we've seen Bitcoin pump and we've seen altcoins follow. So that's a good sign right there. That's a pretty good sign. The fact that altcoins are responding to Bitcoin. Last year, 2025, we would see Bitcoin pump and altcoins wouldn't even really pump. That was pissing me off. So it's good to see altcoins responding like we have always known them to respond as far as following behind Bitcoin. That's why I say it's so important for old man Ethereum to perform well, and it's very important for Solana to perform well, and both of those coins have had great weeks. As you can see, Ethereum's up 31.68% over the past week, and Solana is up 34% over the past week. Very important moves. Two very important, critical altcoins that are needed and necessary for the entire cryptocurrency to do well. Jarvis, Agent Tron, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. If this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, grab a chair, grab a seat, take your shoes off. Make sure you don't mess my rug up when you come on up in here. He said we might be pricing in the September news, but what is the September news? What's the September news that we could possibly be pricing in right now? Nobody knows what's going to happen in September. Craig B says the same as falling below the 50 MA for 2 to 3 weeks confirms the bear market it has to hold. Cortez Jones, what's going on with you, young man? Shout out to my boy Cortez. Welcome to the Monday Night Live show, Brody. Hey, it's always the what ifs, the shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's crypto, man. Crypto is wild, wacky, adverse, all over the place. Up 1 day, down 2 days, down 2 days, up 3 days. I mean, come on now. We've seen it. We have all. Yosef L. Bebe, what's going on with you, boy? Everybody changing their names. Down bear market come, people start to change their name. They say, don't call me this now. I used to be this name. Man, maybe I'm going to change my name too. Let me find me a new name. Shit. Everybody changing their name. Bear market hit. Everybody want to be incognito. He said, I'm on a different account. Shouts out to Yosef El Bebe. OG, old time. Stock Holiday family in the house. Ross Nixon, what is going on with you? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Hit that like button if this is your first time hanging with the Stock Holiday family. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay tapped in on all the future updates as we navigate and continue to watch this current push that we're going through, as we seeing the altcoins explode, as we seeing Bitcoin break above $80,000 for the first time in 3 months. Feel like it's been longer than that, but it's been about 3 months since Bitcoin has been above the $80,000 range. Extreme greed, the levels that we're at right now at 83. This year in 2026, we've been all over the place. We've seen the fear and greed index hit 8. We seen a fear and greed index hit 10. We seen the fear and greed index hit 5. I'm talking about super extreme fear. People were panicking. People were panicking so bad they done changed their name. I used to be called Yosef El Bebe. Now call me Jarvis Agent Tron. I used to be called Noob Smoke. Now call me Craig Beach. Changing names left and right. Bear market all over the place. $60,000 Bitcoin, $62 Solana, $1,400 Ethereum, and the list goes on. Like I say, I'm the coach. I could call the play, but I can't get in the game and run the ball for you. You already know what time it is, man. I done called plays when they were 1 penny and they ran up to $1.26. I done called plays when they were below a penny and they done did 50x, 60x. I could call the play, but I can't get in the game and run the ball for you. You already know what time it is. Shouts out to Yosef El Bebe. OG Stock Holiday family in the house. Crypto got folks changing genders out here. Damn. Boy, hey, a bear market that make you do something strange. Bear market that make you do something strange, make you close your eyes and say, damn, it wasn't me. Shoot. Craig Beach, you a fool, boy. My man Ross Nixon saying, hey, be careful out there. Bitcoin is good. Ethereum is good. Forget about the rest. Everything else is too risky. Well, going through a bear market will make you feel like that. Going through and experiencing what we did in 2025 will make you feel like that. I remember going through that 2020, 2021. We seen the markets all over the place. One week we would see altcoins explode. We would sell our Bitcoin and get into altcoins. Then altcoins would start to pull back and Bitcoin would explode. We'll sell our altcoins, get into over trading was destroying us. We were getting wrecked. And we still made, I did a 19x still did a 19x and I was effing up. Cortez Jones said, AIOZ, you ain't lying. We made tons of money on AIOZ network. That was my middle name. I changed my name back then too. AIOZ network. I was the agent. Call me Agent AIOZ network. Boy, we bought that thing at 1 penny. You already know. Bought it at 1 penny. Did 100x. Yes, sir. He said, we got to watch the market, though, because the fear and greed is high. It might be a sell-off. Yep, got to watch it. You're at 83. I don't mind it being in the upper 70s, but damn, it hit the 80s. Ooh, that's too much pressure. Pressure bust pipes. That's too much pressure, man. But I've seen it before. I've seen the fear and greed index hang out in the low 80s for several weeks. So I think today's the first day we hit the 80s. Yeah. Today's the first day we hit extreme greed. Clock it. Clock it. Oh, y'all funny. A lot of scared women in crypto. He said, yep, I remember AIOZ coach. We ate off that play. The mold coins are at great prices again. Yep, but guess what? We're going to find the new AIOZ network. How about that? We're going to find some fresh meat. Damn, Craig Beach. We're going to call you Downer Summer. Not Donna Summer, but Downer Summer. Craig B say we going down. He say, imagine back to extreme fear, what the price will be. Man, I don't want to imagine that. Hopefully we done with extreme fear until 2030. Downer Summer. Jarvis Agent Tron say Bitcoin ran up $20,000 in a week, like 24%. Facts. True indeed. Bitcoin's up 25% on the week. $1.61 trillion market cap. When was the last time Bitcoin was a $2 trillion market cap? Let's check that out. Let's go into our vaults. When was the last time Bitcoin was $2 trillion market cap? November 2025. And all-time high market cap, 2.5 trillion. Okay. October 2025. Interesting. But look at that chart. Craig B say just trying to stay objective and not euphoric, okay? Look at that Bitcoin chart. This is the top. 125, 126K, October 2025. And from there, we just boom, slamming down. Get back up January 2026, January 15th, and then boom, just that quick. In 2 weeks, the Bitcoin world was over in 2 weeks. Wow, that was a nasty slam. Beginning of February 2026. And since then, it's just been a choppy roller coaster, choppy ride. Going up again, May 2026, we hit 81, 82,000, and then boom, right back down to 58,000 June 30th. And beginning of February, we hit 62,000. So we hit 62,000 or 60. We hit 60 or 62,000 the first week of February. And then June 30th, we hit 58,000. So hopefully those were our two bottoms. Let's go back to the last cycle, 2022. See if we hit two similar bottoms. We hit 16, 15K, December 2022. We did hit 19, July 2022. Then we hit 16K, November 2022. So July to November, we hit two bottoms. And then this year, it was February and June, we hit two bottoms. So every 4 years, same moves happen. And once we hit that bottom in November 2022, that was it. Let's see what the price of Ethereum was in November 2022. What was the price of November in November 2022? The price of Ethereum. The price of Ethereum was $1,200. And the price of Ethereum was $1,000 in June 2022. Interesting. What was the price of XRP during the same period? 2022. XRP was 35 cents. Okay. Very interesting. See what XRP is doing right now. Over the past week, you see it. You could have bought XRP for $1 last week. Could have been up 52% over the past week. So these are the things that's happening right now in cryptocurrency. We're starting to see some nice moves over the past week. We know once cryptocurrency start moving, whether it's moving down or whether it's moving up, it moves very fast. We've seen Bitcoin dump 10K one day. Remember 10/10, everybody know about October 10th. The nasty, amazing crash. What if we get a similar 10/10 situation in 2026? but it's to the upside. Nobody think about that. Nobody thinks about that. It could happen. If it happened to the downside, that shit could happen to the upside too. This cryptocurrency, man. We talking about wild, wild west, gunslinger type stuff. Brother Jarvis say nobody can predict the bottom or the tops. A lot of people are on the sidelines thinking Bitcoin is going to go to 55 to 48K. Best thing to do is keep accumulating. Don't miss the train. You ain't lying about that. AKA dollar cost average at said opportunities throughout the bear market. You just got a DCA. If your dollar cost average, you'll better protect yourself. You don't have to worry about stressing, wondering if you missed the bottom. Did I F it up? You don't want to be having those issues and situations. You don't want to be in those situations. Brother Jarvis said we eating already though. ZBet Network, XRP, Solana, even old man Ether has had an awesome appetite over the past week. For a minute, it seemed like old man Ether had lost his appetite. He was being fed through an IV. We was having to crush up old man Ether food. Now he is able to eat solids again. And he is up 32% over the past week, eating In-N-Out burgers and everything else. But Solana made a nice move tonight. Finally crossed the $100 mark. Bitcoin made a nice move tonight. Finally crossed $80,000. Those are critical key points that was just broken. Everybody was wondering, will it touch 80K? Or will it continue to get rejected at 79? And we saw what happened tonight. Great moves. Sui sitting at 82 cents. Avalanche $7.64. Bit and Sword Towel up 25% on the week. Everything's up. Now, this is what it is that we like to see. Even last year, which was 2025, we were expecting explosive moves last year. But last year, we would see a couple of coins pump, but everything wasn't pumping. The entire market was not pumping, which was making us kind of upset. We was like, hold up, man. This ain't no damn altcoin season. As we all know, we did not have an altcoin season last year. But what we're seeing right now is more like it. This is what I like to see. All the coins moving on one accord. This is what I like to see. All coins moving in unison. 25% up, 35% up, 20%. 21%, 26, 29. That is the consistency that we want to see. Brother Jarvis saying one of the main things about DCA is having time to get enough money in the market, right? Can't try and time the bottom, then try and put a lot of money in. You won't have enough time. Absolutely. Philadelphia, what is going on with you? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. If this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday, do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Philadelphia said the Clarity Act is the key / driver, in my opinion. But do you think this rally is lining up with next halving cycle? Definitely looks to be lining up. We just took a look at 2022, and we looked at how Bitcoin did hit 2 bottom points in 2022. And then we came back and looked at the bear market of 2026, and we saw the two bottom points of February 6th, and we saw another bottom point of June 30th. And hopefully those are our two bottom points of this 2026 bear market. And hopefully we could continue to stay above those levels and just continue to gain strength, gain momentum, get the courage back. A lot of the positivity probably will come back into the market. People who got out of the market last year is looking at the market right now, clicking on the charts, saying, damn, why did I get out? And eventually they're going to have to buy at the top. They're going to have to chase these high levels. They're going to have to FOMO in. They're going to have the fear of missing out. They're going to say, damn, I could have bought Bitcoin at 65,000. Now I'm Bitcoin 90,000. When do I get in? And they're going to have the fear of missing out. They're going to be chasing the top. And when they start chasing the top, that's going to fuel more liquidity into the market. And the markets are going to continue to pump. Great times that we are in right now. Even though we're at extreme greed, we're due for a correction pullback within the next 48, 72 hours. Philadelphia say the dollar is also losing value. Global debt is scaring investors to run to gold and Bitcoin. I see that. I see that also. Yeah, the last halving cycle, Bitcoin did run up before the Bitcoin halving date, and that was the first time that we had ever seen that. That was new. And now what are we seeing right now? And now we're seeing the markets have like an early pump also. I mean, for Bitcoin to be at $80,000 August 2026, very close to $90,000. That's very aggressive. Very aggressive. Like I say, most people were expecting Bitcoin to be $40,000, $50,000 in October. I don't think that's going to happen. What if Bitcoin is $85,000, $90,000 in October? Yikes. Right? Last year, we were talking about a super cycle. The year before that, we were talking about a super cycle. $126,000 is the all-time high. We're not too far away from that. You know how explosive Bitcoin is and how fast it pumps? We are not too far away from $126,000. Jarvis saying if they don't pass the act, they said they're going to enforce certain clarity rules and regulations because they want it done. But like I say, we've never needed the Clarity Act. You just got to make sure you do your due diligence and not fall into any of the super scam plays. Don't buy the Nancy Pelosi coin. Don't buy the Gavin Newsom coin. The Donald Trump 3.2 coin. Baron Trump. Be smart, Fool me once. He said also the feds are pumping money into the market on the low. Quantitative easing, I believe, is in effect. Yeah, we do have a lot of positive things on our side that I think is going to help with the cryptocurrency market especially. And like I said, we got the cycle on our side right now. We got the cycle on our side right now. And like I said, Mr. Satoshi, when he set Bitcoin up, he set that 4-year timer up, and that thing has been moving to the rhythm of the 4-year cycle since its inception. So we got the cycle on our side. Hopefully we got the brunt of the bear market out of our system. Philadelphia say, Stock Holiday, I've been here many times. I really enjoy your videos and lives. You're very wise and knowledgeable. Aw, thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Appreciate you continue to support the Stock Holiday show. But just when you think we're going to have a pullback, we're going to have a correction, then Bitcoin say, hold up, not just yet. What about if we cross over 80,000? Do. Tomorrow, we may see a pullback. It may pull back to 74. What if we wake up to $82,000, $83,000 Bitcoin? Do. Welcome to the wacky world of cryptocurrency. You just never know what it is that you're going to be facing. Nevertheless, we're still holding on and we're still trusting the 4-year cycle, which gives us a framework of what to expect range wise. He said Bitcoin could just be in deep correction phase because Bitcoin pulled back to the Fibonacci golden zone. But the moves that we've been seeing over this past week, I don't think anybody could have predicted what we're seeing right now, what we have been seeing over the past 5-6 days. Which shows us how fast the market can turn, shows us how the market can flip on a dime just like that, and we'll be on the other side just like that. We're at extreme greed. I don't think people really understand the magnitude of what extreme greed means. We were in fear and extreme fear for so long. I'm talking about majority of this year, we were in fear. We touched neutral a few times, but extreme greed, I didn't expect to see extreme greed anytime in 2026. So to be at extreme greed in August 2026, I think that's saying a lot without saying anything. I think that is saying a lot. So we're going to take that, the positive move, the positive signals that we're seeing, keeping our ears to the market, paying attention to the various coins, especially the altcoins. Like I said, we're going to find the new AIOZ network. We're going to find the new XCN Onyx coin. We're going to find the new Turbo coin. We're going to find the new Pendle, right? And we're going to run these things through because we still got a lot of time. The Bitcoin dominance is 59.7. We have a lot of time before we see the Bitcoin dominance of 51%. Imagine how altcoins are going to look when we see the Bitcoin dominance 53%. That's why it's so important to get your plays, find your plays right now, which is what we are doing right now. Identifying potential 25x. Identify potential 50x plays because they're out there. Doggone bubbles will tell you a whole bunch. You could do the top 300. Talk about the Velvet 78% rug today. It'll probably be up 25-30% tomorrow though. Big old Turbo. See what Turbo been up to. Over the past week, Turbo has been doing well. Up 38% over the past week. Up 5% today over the past month. Okay. Turbo's ready also. Momentum is building. Still down 75% over the past year. We know we saw Turbo hit, what we saw it hit 3 cents. How much, what did Turbo get to? What was the all-time high for Turbo? A penny? Yep, Turbo hit a penny December 2024. Ooh, we made a lot of money in Turbo. God. We were buying Turbo probably somewhere here. Yep. We thought Turbo was going to explode. I'm like, Turbo might hit 8-9 cents. And that shit just got rugged. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We like, damn, if it hit a penny December 2024, imagine what's going to do in 2025. Nope. The market said, we ain't having it. That shit went down so fast. Ross Nixon, he said, watch for the FLOP airdrop coming soon. Former BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes announced project focused on building payment infrastructure for autonomous AI agents. Man, you got to watch them guys. He said Turbo might still run up. Yep, there's a lot of coins that are still down 70, 75% from the levels of 2025. Baby Doge. PURR. Chip, I think that's another play. Yep, this play is also on the Robinhood blockchain. Pons is on the Robinhood blockchain. Let's take a look at Chip. See what's going on. So COINBASE? Damn. Whoa, Binance? Okay. Over the past week, Chip's up 22%. The past month, 69 or $66 million market cap. Damn, it's not a lot of coins in circulation. Only 2 billion coins in circulation. I think it's a brand new, fairly new coin, right? Okay, this coin came out April 2026. It pumped to 11 cents out the gate. Now we're at 3 cents. Okay. Market cap did hit 224 million. Now we at 66 million. This play is on COINBASE. It's on Binance. It's on... Oh, it's on the Robinhood exchange, not the blockchain, I think. Okay. Interesting. See what Pons is all about. Shit, I think Biddy rugged this morning. DJ Tabasco. He said I got into Biddy 3 days ago. Supposedly the Bitcoin. Maybe. Well, I did see another Biddy about it. Probably wasn't the right one, but it rugged earlier today. Let's take a look at Pons. This one is on the Robinhood blockchain. Today it's up 42% in one day. $66 million market cap. Over the past week, it's up 224%. Now, let's see. This is a brand new coin. This coin came out July 18th. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to find the new AIOZ network. We're going to find the new XCN Onyx coin. Plays like Pons, PONS, currently sitting at number 301, largest altcoin. This coin is on the Robinhood blockchain. Do not sleep on coins like PONS. This is a play that we have over there on the Robinhood blockchain, because we know the Robinhood blockchain is going to have a lot of coins that's going to do a 25, 50x. Same way last cycle, we were making exponential gains on the Soulflare wallet, on the Phantom wallet with the Solana blockchain. Now, this cycle, the new narrative could be the Robinhood blockchain. Don't sleep on these coins, brand new coins. Never been through a bull market. About 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, 5 weeks old. You want to get into these coins while they are early, while they're brand new, while we're still in the bear market. Plays like PONS. Once this play cool down, it's up 41% today. So tomorrow, you may be able to catch it back at 7 cents, but right now it's 9 cents. Last week, you could have got this play at 2 cents. Just a week ago, you could have got this at 2 cents. Now it's 9 cents. These are where the multipliers happen and occur. Finding these coins while they're new, getting into these coins and being patient. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Dollar cost averaging. Getting ready to dominate, attack this market. Make sure y'all put this play on your radar. PONS, $67 million market cap. This should be an easy 10x. This play should be at 75 cents, 90 cents. Easy. $1, easy. Yeah, there's a lot of fake biddies, man. I saw one earlier today. Yep, but there's a lot of moves, a lot of new coins that are appearing, a lot of scam coins. Be careful. Have your radars, your antennas up. There's going to be a lot of scam coins out there. Going to be a lot of fake coins. You have to learn how to identify what is what. You have to be able to protect yourself. Nobody's going to be there for you to identify it for you. You have to learn those things on your own. So it's a process. We've all been there. He said, how about Clash? Man, we made a lot of money on Clash. I remember when George first started that coin, I told my nephew, I'm like, man, this dude on the YouTube just started his coin. This guy got over 1 million subs, man. Let's get in there. That thing was under, it was $92,000. It was $92,000 market cap when we got in it. We ended up selling at $400,000 market cap. We made some money, and that thing kept running up. We bought back in at $1 million market cap, and then we sold at $16 million market cap, and it kept running up. It ran all the way up to like $90 million market cap. Now, right now, I think it's back at maybe $12 million market cap. But we made a lot of money on the Clash coin. Yep, from Crypto RS, old George, the Chinese guy. DJ Tabasco is in the house. Hit that like button. If you're still hanging in there and rocking with us on the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show, hit that subscribe button. HANDL, Pay has been treating me right. There's a lot of coins out there I never heard of handle. Altcoin season index is 37 over 100, which is good. We're still far away. And we're having nice pumps like we're seeing right now. I'll take it. I'll take that. Bitcoin, $80,500, $80,540. Excellent moves that we're seeing. A lot of excitement in the cryptocurrency market. The crypto market just posted its biggest weekly surge in more than 2 years, right in the middle of a bear market. Get that? Right in the middle of a bear market when nobody expects it. Crypto just posted its biggest weekly surge, in more than 2 years. Total market cap jumped about 22%. It's pretty explosive, adding a massive $474 billion in just 7 days. So if that don't get you excited, I don't know what will. The move came despite $5 billion in liquidations and a flash crash that wiped out about $108 billion in market value within just 6 minutes. I'm talking about folks got wiped out. Folks got wiped out. Spot Bitcoin ETFs also saw about a $2 billion weekly inflow, their largest weekly inflow since October. And we know October was where we saw the all-time high. Meanwhile, liquidations are now almost perfectly balanced. 221 million in long positions versus 218 million in shorts. So bears versus the bull. We're lined up. You got the offensive line pressed up against the defensive line. You got Reggie White on the D line. You got Larry Allen on the offensive line. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. The Bulls are going to win or the Bears are going to win, but somebody's going to lose. What side do you want to be on? He said the ZN coin looks promising too. There's so many coins out there. A lot of these coins I haven't even heard of. I never heard of HANDL. I never heard of the ALTSZN coin. A lot of coins out there. But make sure you do your due diligence because as you know, the more coins out there, the more opportunities that they have to blend in these scam coins. So be very careful. Do your due diligence. Be patient. Don't be in a rush to dump all your money in at one time. Take it slow. Do enough research. Take enough time that you need to. But these are some exciting times that we're seeing because it's been such a long time since we had any excitement. I mean, it's been straight boring. Not only has it been boring, this bear market been kind of rough. Have not been easy, not kind at all. So much uncertainty. Nobody knew what was going on. People were saying altcoins were never going to bounce back. Don't buy no altcoins, only buy Bitcoin. You guys heard the same type narratives that I heard. He said, oh yeah, this is nothing still. You ain't lying. This is nothing. But hopefully we have taken our biggest blow of the bear market. Oh, hand play. Handle pay. HANDLPAY. Have to check that out. But Bitcoin is just continuing to show signs of strength, man. I mean, it is what it is. Numbers don't lie. Extreme greed. I said we got about 48, 72 hours before we see a retracement. Whenever you see extreme greed, have your finger on the trigger. I will be taking profits ASAP. See what my portfolio looking like over there. My Robinhood portfolio with my new altcoins. Ooh, I'm up 30% today. My Robinhood wallet is up 30%. My Cash Cat is up 47%. Artificial Inu is up 15%. Thinking Cat is up 15%. I'm giving y'all my plays. HMM. The index is up 15%. This new little play I got, man. Everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. Oh, they got a Pawns play, then they got a Pawns cat. I see. Okay. Damn, it's a good feeling to see your portfolio green. Very good feeling. Yep, but like I said, we got through the weekend very well. Typically, over this year, going through the weekend with cryptocurrency, it would be rather red. So I didn't know how the weekend was going to play itself out, but stood up strong, stood up tall, and we continued to spit out green candles. Monday was decent as well. We had green candles today, so very strong looking moves that we're seeing in the cryptocurrency market. It's been a minute since we've seen such strong moves. Venom 3959, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Hit that like button. Take your shoes off. Get comfortable. He say Turbo and Toshi are his heavily invested at the low points on those two coins. Those coins both did well last cycle. Will they continue to do well this coming cycle? Or will they be has-beens? Typically, the coins that do well last cycle, sometimes they are just a shell of themselves going into the new cycle. So you want to pay attention to the performances of said coins. But we did see Turbo have great moves over this past week, so that's a very good sign. DJ Tabasco say once we break 83,000, the trend will flip bullish. Wow, I can't wait. It's been a long time. Been a long time since we had something to cheer about in cryptocurrency. I remember last year in 2025, there was a lot of positive news in cryptocurrency and the market wouldn't do nothing. I said, hold up, man. This is supposed to be the bull market. We got all this positive news and the market would just stand there and look at you. Ah, man, I'm talking about frustrating. It was frustrating. 2025 was frustrating. 2026 was not as frustrating because this is what we expected. We expected the bear market in 2026. So to see the markets get drained, to see the markets dip in 2026, that was normal. That was to be expected. But the way the market performed in 2025, that wasn't cool. We didn't expect that. Venom say, I'm so glad I kept buying at the low. Man, you and everybody else who was dollar cost averaging throughout this year. When the markets would dip, we were dollar cost averaging. It didn't feel good to buy those dips. You had questions, concerns, doubts, but you say, damn, I gotta do it. We saw how it ran last cycle. We saw what happened in 2022. We said, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. We gotta buy. If it dipped below 60,000, I'm gonna buy there too. DJ Tabasco, sound like you got a lot of DJing plays. Just make sure that you are very well diversified, that you're not, well, like I say, it's up to you as the CEO of your own portfolio. DJ Tabasco, okay, he say he do karaoke. Be DJing at the karaoke. So he DJ at the karaoke every week, and he used that money to dollar cost average every week. Outstanding job. That is how you do it. Take that dry powder, buy these low points, turn that 100 into 300, turn that 300 into 900, turn that 900 into 3,000, and so forth and so on. That is how you dominate a Bitcoin cryptocurrency cycle. Ethereum above $2,500. Bitcoin $80,615. We're just continuing to see green candles. Solana $101.94, almost $102. XRP $1.52. Dogecoin testing 10 cents. Zcash $852. Everything is looking solid. You cannot complain from what it is that we're seeing right now. Brother Jarvis said we got to try and not have PTBS, post-traumatic bear syndrome. We stay bullish. We are in an evolution of money as we speak. I agree. We have an opportunity. We have another chance to get it right. I always talk about that other chance, another chance to get it right. All you got to do is get it right once in cryptocurrency. The way cryptocurrency run, the way these coins move, I'm talking about 10x, 5x, 15x, 50x. You get it right one time in cryptocurrency. That might be all you need. One cycle to get it right. And we all have opportunities to get it right. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe button, tap in. The videos will be dropping. Updates will be dropping, whether we go up, whether we go down. We're going to always talk about it. Throughout this entire bear market, we've been talking about it. Being patient, trusting the process, sticking to our fundamentals. Dollar cost averaging when it's not popular, when it's not comfortable. But we know deep down inside, it is the right thing to do. When we saw extreme fear, we knew that it was the right thing to do to buy. Fear and greed index at 8. That was a no-brainer. Venom says September will become another catalyst if Crypto Clarity Act passes September 15th. Well, like I also said, we also have the FOMC meeting September 15th, 16th. So how ironic that both of those on the same day. September is going to be one hell of a month. He say Handle Pay is moving better than ZBEC. Privacy could be the next narrative, I think. It's on Canton. That's why I asked people opinion on Canton. I think Edo is another gem. There are a lot of gems out there. You know, we just got to do our research, dig into them, and identify them for sure. But there are a lot of gems out there, which is good for us. It benefits us. It gives us a better chance when we throw in the dart to get it right. XRP just flipped Binance Coin. Now XRP is the number 4th largest cryptocurrency coin as of 30 seconds ago. $95.62 billion, and Binance is $95.51 billion. This is going to be one hell of a race for us to watch. XRP, $95.6 billion. Binance Coin, $95.5 billion market cap. Look how close of a race that is. Wow. That is going to be exciting to watch. Solana is over $102. Wow. Shouts out to Solana, man. $102.58 for one SOL. He said, I remember when Trump coin was number 4. Did it really get number 4, bro? That is sick. He said for only one day, and Trump rugged the hell out of that thing. Trump took a whole $1 billion out, huh? He sucked all the effing liquidity out of it, huh? Reach 2605, what's going on with you, man? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Do me a favor, hit that like button. He said Turbo versus Brett. If you had to choose, well, if you like both of them, I always say, why not get them both? We know Turbo did well, Brett did well last cycle. Both coins did well last cycle. We know meme coins do well in the bull market, and they do horrible in the bear market. Hopefully we're kind of out of the bear market and we're ready to start entering the bull market. So strap up, seatbelts, helmet, continue the dollar cost average. If you see a dip, attack. The same energy that you have when the markets are green and you want to buy something when it's up 10%, you want to buy something when it's up 19%, have that same energy for that same coin that you said you like. When it's going down, have that same energy. You have to be courageous enough to dollar cost average and buy the doggone dips. When XRP was $1, how much courage did you have? Yeah, but definitely some great moves that we're seeing right now. Bitcoin seems to be looking strong as ever. $80,700. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at Bitcoin. 80,761. Y'all see what I see. I'm not mad at Bitcoin. Oh man, Ether doing over 2,500. I ain't mad. He said I kept buying Clash every week. Well, it's low right now. I'm sure it's gonna run back up. George gonna make sure that thing run up. Clash running up again. No, last I checked yesterday, it was like 11, 12 million. Let's see where it's at. What? Okay, 14 million, 13.8. Up 18% today. Okay. Don't sleep on George. Over the past week, it's up 60%. That shit was $8 million. That was the bottom, 8 million, huh? Interesting. Old George. That shit, George could get listed on one of them damn large exchanges. I know George made so many millions off this coin. Do. 2026. Let's see what's going on. We know June was horrible. June was a horrible month. 2026 June, Bitcoin was down almost 21%. July, we saw a little bit of a recovery, up 7.36%, and August to date is up 25%. That is what we want to see. You go back and look at 2022, the previous bear market, we didn't see any month that resembles what it is that we're seeing right now. We didn't see not one month in 2022, the last bear market, that was green in the 20 percentile. We did see a 12% green. We saw a 16% green in July. But we didn't see a 25, 26% month green. We saw a negative 37. Ooh, that's nasty. We thought that negative 20 in June last month was nasty. Imagine the negative 37% for Bitcoin. That's what we had to go through in 2022. And then the year 2023, which is the year after the bottom bear market, look at what it is that you have to look for. January up 39%. March up 22%. June up 11%. Wow. October up 28%. November up 9%. December up 12%. That's the year after the bear market. That's 2027. This is what our 2027 should look like, right? So 2027, 2028, we have great things in store to look forward to. This is what it is we have to look forward to. That's why patience is so important. Understanding the 4-year Bitcoin cycle is so important. This is our 2022 right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 red months. We have 4 green months so far. In 2022, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 8 red months and 4 green months in 2022. Numbers don't lie. Bitcoin $80,740. Up 25, 26% on the week. Awesome looking graph, awesome looking chart. He said there's a lot going on. He has a lot of products on Clash. October's very own. What is going on with you, my man? Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. He said, I kept buying DMC, but it's dirt cheap. DMC, what the hell is DMC? He even has a prediction. Yeah, I did see the Clash prediction. That's an awesome app that he created. That's pretty dope. He's the Axe Clash, right? Jarvis agents say Ethereum should outpace Bitcoin by 1.2x. By the time most people notice, it'll be 3 months from now. Yeah, patience is the key. Patience is the key, and understanding what the 4-year cycle is key. He said, I'm still down a lot, but it's not a loss until you sell. You're right about that part. And in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, things recover very quick. He said when Bitcoin hit 100K, it will be all over the news to help push it up. You're right. You're right. Should imagine when Bitcoin hit 150,000. Wow. I remember when Bitcoin hit 100K, I couldn't believe it. It felt like I had a newborn. It felt like I had a baby. I was so excited. When Bitcoin hit 100K, man, couldn't believe it. I never thought that I would see Bitcoin hit $100,000. Never imagined it. $100,000 Bitcoin, man. But we saw it. Same way we're gonna feel when Bitcoin hit 150K. When Bitcoin hit 200K. Same feeling of euphoria that we're gonna have. So, like the young man mentioned, just continue to be patient. Continue to trust the process. Understand that the fear and greed index we are in extreme greed. We're about 83. We probably got about 72 hours before we see a correction. About 72 hours before we see a pullback, which is normal because nothing goes up in a straight line. Would not be surprised to see a correction. But like you mentioned, September 15th is a date that we must keep on our calendar. September 15th, we know the Clarity Act is back on the docket, back on the bulletin board for the politicians to sit down and meet and figure out who is for and who is against the Clarity Act. And we also have the FOMC meeting, September 15th and 16th. What if we get some good news from Fed Chair Walsh? What if interest rates are cut? Soon and very soon it's going to happen. Donald Trump is going to make it happen. Do he want to make it happen right now, just before folks get out there and vote? Do you want to make it happen before midterm elections? Interest rates get cut, Clarity Act get pushed further. Approval gets pushed further. Man, that could really. Oh, DeLorean Motor Company. I've heard of that. I've never heard of that. DMC, DeLorean Motor Company. Huh. Yeah, but September 15th, keep that on your calendar. Would not be surprised to see Bitcoin hold strong. And then it may be about a rumor, sell the news type of an event. September 14th, hopefully Tony Trump will come tap in and let us know what to expect. You know, he always sitting in the White House. right alongside his uncle. So every now and then he'll come to the Stock Holiday Live and tell us to go left, go right, look out for this, look out for that. Always good to have insider help. Just like Nancy Pelosi and all the other folks, they got insider help. So the markets are still holding strong. Bitcoin's holding strong, over 80,000, well over 80,000. We're $80,700 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, $2,500. The Bitcoin dominance is 59.8%, just below 60% dominance. Ethereum dominance is sitting at 11.2. FinGreed index is sitting at extreme greed at 83. Be careful and continue to pay attention to the various indicators so we are not caught slipping. Solana has finally crossed over and above $100. One Solana right now will cost you $101.78. XRP has flipped Binance Coin. Once again, this is going to be a close race. $95.46 billion market cap for XRP, and Binance Coin is $95.43 billion. These coins will continue to battle and fight for the number 4th largest position in altcoin cryptocurrencies. This is going to be a tight race. This market is going to explode if things continue to push the way they are. We're still in 2026 and we're seeing explosive moves the way we are seeing and witnessing over this past week. We could be in store and setting up for some great moves, especially going through the year 2027, going through the year of 2028. Keep your helmet on. Keep your seatbelts on, stay in store, continue to tap in with the Stock Holiday community. Join us over there in the Patreon. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community, and we are getting ready and prepared to dominate this new up and coming market. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.